Okay, so I create my class bicycle, and on my class bicycle, what do? I create the different attributes. We saw that there was cadence in cadence. There was what again? There was int speed. There was int what again?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Gear.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. There was int gear. All right, I can do this. And they initialize it. So they could set int cadence was equal to maybe 0, speed was equal, or cadence was 1, for example. Those are initial values that they gave to it. Gear speed was equal to 0, gear was equal to 1, for example. Okay, they did this. And then they started defining methods now. They define the methods that can be used on this our function. The first method we had void change cadence. Okay, we had void. Void simply means the method is not returning any value. Okay, void, they call it change cadence. And we said the change cadence, normally a method will always be in, you always open and close brackets. Okay, change cadence is taking into bracket as parameters an integer that they call new value. And then it is doing what? It is saying cadence equals new value like this. And this is all. Your method is set. Then you have another method, which is change gear, for example. And the method is also taking into parameter as integer a new value. You must put them in quotes. And you say gear should be equals to new value. Okay. And this is all about, so you will define all your methods like this. Okay. You will define your class bicycle, you define all the methods and everything that is defined. And then the other function, the demo class, you are going to implement the demo class in this other class. You will implement the demo class here in this test. So what you ensure is that they should be inside, they should be inside the same project. Okay, you have a class bicycle, you have the demo program that is running. So where you inside your static void main of your demo, you are now going to implement create an object of type bicycle. Okay, yeah, you are now going to create a new object. You can now say bicycle bike 1, for example. Bike 1 equals new bicycle like this. Okay, bicycle by 1 equals new bicycle like this. You have created an object of type bicycle. Why? Because there is a class that is existing that is called bicycle here. I'll open it from here. This class is existing, bicycle. And I can create an object of type bicycle. I can create another object, bicycle, bike 2 equals new. So this new is a keyword that you must use in order to create objects of your class, new objects, okay? Equals new bicycle. Now I've created two bicycle objects, okay? Now I can call the bicycle objects with the change gear and change cadence method. Let me implement the last method. Sorry, let me just quickly implement the last method, which was change speed. Change speed. Yeah, I've implemented the change cadence, change gear. Now I'm doing the change speed, which is int new value. And I do like this, and I say speed equals new value. Okay. I am in the class bicycle. I'm not implementing all because I just want to show you so that when you'll be able to do them, implement yourself. So I am in the class bicycle. Let me switch back to the main method, okay, to the demo method, where I have created, I have first of all tested my function that it is working by first of all doing the system, the hello world, and it has displayed. I have displayed Shabby's name. It has also displayed. Now I am creating objects of type bicycle from this class that I created. If this class was not existing, it will show me an error because this type does not exist. Okay? It will show me that it does not exist. But since the class is there, that's why you have it not underlined. Okay? Now, when I create the objects bicycle, bike 1 and bike 2, I know that in the class bicycle, there is a method change cadence, there's a method change speed, there's a method change, I don't know, change gear, okay?
Yeah.
I can now call these methods on this bicycle. I can say bike 1, and I say dot. When I say dot, it is proposing to me already things that are found in the bicycle class. So I have change cadence, and I call the method. And the new value that I want to put for the cadence, I can put 12, for example. So it means the cadence of bicycle 1 of bike 1 is 12. I can say bike 1 also again, and I change its gear, and I put the gear to 5 or 3, for example. And I say bike 1 again, and I change the speed. Have I changed the speed? And I change the speed and I put to 12 or to 5. Okay. I have finished with bike 1. The state of bike 1 is now known. I can go to bike 2. I can go to bike 2. I can do the same. On bike 2, I will change their gear and put the values that I want to put, and I will create as many objects as possible like this. So normally in your programs, it will be a kind of, it will be automated. Like you will have some forms. When you create programs like this, you will have some forms that you ask the user to input the values. They say, okay, update the status of bike 1. You have a form like a dashboard. The user will enter the value for gear, what of this easily, and then you will submit. You will update directly on the back end. Okay, so this is what you are going to do. If we do this, and there was a method here in the bicycle, there was a method to display these values, right? We can test with that method. What was the name of that method? There was a method. Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
Your voice is becoming very low. It means that something is going wrong. You're becoming very tired. Okay, so that was just to show us how we can Are was saying you have been using the Pascal casing for classes and Camel casing for methods. Could that be our standard? You have been using the Pascal. Can you explain where is Ari? Can you come clearly? Let me get you. Ari?
Can you get me?
Yes, Ari, we can hear you.
Yes. I made a remark. I noticed that as far as the classes were concerned, you've been using Pascal casing. Yes, that is when you want to write a word, you first of all capitalize the first word for each. Then now I now notice that when you went now for methods, you use the camel. That is, the first word is lowercase, then the next words that make up the sentence. So I don't know how you're going to name it. Each one starts with uppercase. So I wanted to know whether that's going to be our standard. So each time we'll be writing, should we stick to that tradition, or we can just use any type of casing? Because we also have the snake type, but it's weird.
Okay. I think this is a proper approach. We can adopt this approach to be able to, for everybody to be aligned. You see, for example, always start your class names with uppercase. Okay, start your class name with uppercases. And when you are creating objects of this type bicycle, use lowercase. It's just about I think it's about the semantics. It's about the semantics of that you can decide. You decide that, okay, to make your program more readable, you understand? It doesn't mean if you put lowercase or whatsoever, the program is not going to compile, but it is just a way of making your program presentable. Okay. All right. So let's quickly look at the print method, the display method, or I will allow you to go and work on this. I know you are tired. I'll allow you to go and work on it. So the assignment, the first assignment is that I want everybody to have their platforms ready, their NetBeans installed. If you want to use Eclipse, okay, but using Eclipse does not prevent you from installing NetBeans, because there are some tutorials that I will give you that are tailored on NetBeans. There's a tutorial that I will give you that is tailored on NetBeans, that if you want to apply that tutorial on Eclipse, it might disturb you. You might not go fast. I'm not saying you cannot do it, but you might not go very fast in implementing. Okay, so it's better we use a tool that we might move faster. You might take a longer time to do it in another IDE. Okay, so the first assignment is for you to install your IDE and let me know that you have installed. When you install your IDE, the next thing that you will do is to create the project. Okay, you will create a project, and when you create the project, the next thing that you will do is that you will go to your lesson notes and you will create the bicycle class with the methods that are there. And before you create the bicycle class, sorry, when you finish installing your application, you create the class or the project. You will run the Hello World application. You run the Hello World, you run it with your name, and you send me the screenshot, the Hello World with your name. You send the screenshot with the source code, showing all your screen with the output also. Please, delegate and others who are here, please, you make sure you tell other people, those who are not there, because that's when we will start having problems. People not submitting assignments and I am sanctioning them. We will start having problems there. So tell them, let them know what is expected. Install, compile the Hello World application with the Hello World and with your name, and then you implement the classes. Okay, you implement the bicycle class that is in the lesson notes, and you implement the demo class that is testing the bicycle name, and you execute with some different values. The values should be different with different persons. If there is any other personalization that you want, that you can do on your bicycle class, or any additional function or state that you can add, you add it so that I can see that you have done some update. Okay, so I think that will be fine. When you do that, you submit as a PDF. You convert to PDF and you submit online. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Kenny is asking me, you can use Eclipse or Visual Studio. I'm not refusing, but like I said, like I said, there's going to become a time when I will give you some tutorial that if you are using other tools and you will not properly follow the tutorial, okay? So you can run your program in the application, but the time will come when you will need to actually use this tool, because I also want to introduce you to this NetBeans tool. All right. So if there is no other thing, I think when I will set the assignments on the e-learning platform, I will give every explanation, every details that I want also. And every assignments will be submitted on the platform, like we said. All right, thanks indeed, guys. I'm sorry for taking too much of your time. I've taken 19 minutes of your time. We will see again next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Next week. Thanks indeed. Thanks and bye.